before Yippee, you were the consultant for Learning to Give Indiana. Please share with us what Learning to Give Indiana is programmatically and in relationship to the Michigan group and national group, Learning to Give, and what schools were involved in Learning to Give Indiana?
Right. Well, as we talked about, Learning to Give started in Michigan. And those standards for those lesson plans were only coded to Michigan at that particular time. Then through a grant from Lilly Endowment, it was proposed that Learning to Give would come to Indiana. So the Center on Philanthropy at Indiana University was that major partner. And at that time, personally, the foundation that I worked at, my president was retiring. So Dr. Burlingame called and asked if I would serve as a consultant and maybe help bring this Learning to Give project to Indiana, of which I was very pleased to do and very privileged to be a part of that. So we were charged at that time to bring 15 schools on in 3 years. That meant going out to the school districts, talking about Learning to Give, and explaining how these lesson plans could be integrated into their everyday work, English, language arts, history, science, that it was not an add-on, and that it would be integrated into what these teachers were already doing. Sounds fairly easy, and it was a very labor-intensive project also, meeting with school districts, meeting with principals, and meeting with teachers who maybe had a passion for this. So we came at it from all sides, top down in this way, bottom up, either way. But it was successful because we ended up bringing 30 schools on in 2 years. We met with a lot of teachers to try and get this concept across. They did receive an incentive. Each school that came on received an incentive of $2,000 to use for their Learning to Give program. A variety of private schools came on, and one school district in particular was a suburb of Indianapolis, and they brought 4 to 5 schools on within their district. They wanted to do that district-wide. So we had sort of a combination there, and Learning to Give actually, I think, brought quite a bit of integrity to youth philanthropy by coming into the schools. And that was something new for Indiana, but it was very successful.